It's NBA action on EA Sports. Alongside the former Chicago Bulls guard, Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. And Jay, I know this takes you back.
Ed, there's no better feeling this time of year than hearing sneakers squeak on the court and seeing guys get a good lather while they're getting ready for battle.
It's that pregame feeling. And now, it's the opening tip. The Jazz control the tap. Conley. To Rudy Gay. Jay, we talked about it all the time. The coaches in this league, who best puts their players in a position to shine? And now I give you Quinn Snyder.
I remember Quinn Snyder, after an ugly loss to Atlanta last year, really made some changes to their system. And here's the thing I love about Quinn Snyder. He recruited me when I was 15 and 16 years old. He was an assistant coach at Duke. The way he spoke to me really got me to buy in. He taught me that it was about being part of something bigger than yourself. And when you buy into what Quinn Snyder preaches, that's how you end up beating OKC in the first round NBA playoffs.
To Williams. Here comes the screen. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. Williams to Capella. Rudy Gobert rejects it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Mitchell with the basketball. Lead is 2. Mike Conley, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
It's the Hawks with the basketball to Kevin Huerter. Trae Young tosses. Oh, good defense by the Jazz as they come away with the steal.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know, just like I know, you're not getting back on D.
Nothing going here on that drive. Trae Young. Rebound comes to Mitchell. Conley in the front court. Up by 6. Hawks have the rebound. Trae Young to Williams. Trae Young to Williams. Here's a chance from long range, and Lou Williams buries the 3 with a hand in his face.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested 3 goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Rudy Gay to Conley. From long range, Mike Conley Jr. showing no ill effects from the injury that kept him out.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that 3 despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Williams to Trae Young. Five to shoot for Atlanta. Not going down for him this time.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was his shot.
And throws it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Number 50, Mike Conley.
Trae Young to Williams. Capella down low. Oh, emphatic slam. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Conley to Whiteside. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Trae Young to Williams. They work it to Capella. Down low. Rudy Gobert. Tips it. Knocks it down from mid-range.
There's nothing the defense could really have done there. That's just a great shot.
Mitchell with it up top. Up 6. Rudy Gay slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Capella. Nice finish at the rim.
This game is so mental. Trust me, some nights you give poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Hawks coming off a 24-win season, Jay, but not one, not two, but 3 first-round draft picks.
Yeah, they got a big-time shooter in Kevin Huerter from Maryland. They got Omari Spellman, who won a national championship with Villanova, highly utilized in pick and pop. And then they got a very polarizing pick in Trae Young, who set college basketball on fire, one of the most gifted scorers you have in this draft.
Now a steal by Atlanta. Williams to Kevin Huerter. To Williams. Lets it fly from long range. Huerter can't connect that time. Mitchell with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Down low for Gobert. Can't connect from in close. Trae Young to Williams. Fires the 3. He made his first effort, but not that time.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
It's Atlanta ball. Trae Young. Conley into the front court. It's an 8-point lead. Has a chance? Not that time.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Here comes the screen. To Capella. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. Capella. That's no good. To Rudy Gay. Williams. The pass set it all up.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Knocks down the first. 2 for 2 on that trip.
For the Utah Jazz, number 2.
I got ball.
And look out.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. Looking to make something happen. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Trae Young to Williams. Five to shoot for Atlanta to Trae Young. Beyond the arc for 3. His first effort off the mark.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Ah, rocking the rim.
For any fans out there that thought Donovan Mitchell didn't put any stock into the fact that he was not the Rookie of the Year, you are wrong. Donovan Mitchell is that type of guy that uses everything in his power to fuel him to be the best on the court each and every day. If that was a campaign he built with Adidas, rookie question mark, it doesn't matter. That perceived failure is something that will only make this kid better tomorrow.
Tickets for the next home game are still available at the box office.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Number 24.
Rudy Gobert returns last year. The Jazz go on their run. Jay, how reliant is Utah on the Frenchman?
I would say pretty heavily, considering he's the reigning NBA Defensive Player of the Year. This team has to win it on the defensive end. That is the mentality of the Utah Jazz.
Whoa, what a finish. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
The assist from number 8, Bogdan.
Jazz have the ball. Conley guarded by Jang. To Joe Ingles. Five seconds to shoot. Conley. He made his first effort, but not that time.
2 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Won't go. Conley to Joe Ingles. To Allen. Jumper's good.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Watch cutter, watch cutter, watch cutter.
Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximal effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Conley to Allen. Doesn't get the bounce. Second effort. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Joe Ingles. Grayson Allen. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Short jumper off the mark.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
That ends the first quarter. The Jazz out in front. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Here's Atlanta. Jay, I'm going to say that you don't know this, but since 1980, the Hawks have drafted only 4 players to have appeared in the All-Star game. Doc Rivers, Kevin Willis, Al Horford,
NBA Season 9 2021 games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Action Infinity 2-2.
Dominique Wilkins was actually selected by the Utah Jazz. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
He buries it, creating space with the step back.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Conley into the front court. We're a minute into the second quarter. Clarkson to Conley. Had a chance, but it's no good. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. Going to launch beyond the arc. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Utah with the possession. Conley to Clarkson. Joe Ingles to Conley. Shot no good there by Gallinari. Conley into the front court. 2-point advantage. To Clarkson. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot by Clarkson off the mark. A good defense by the Jazz as they come away with it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Conley to Joe Ingles. Trying to cash in. Sacrificing everything for the loose ball.
The NBA Season 9 2021 Game 9 matchup will be coming up next. New York Knicks 5-3, Milwaukee Bucks 4-4.
To Joe Ingles. Here comes the screen. Clarkson to Whiteside. Shot from the lane won't go.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you. Me and you. Get the stance. Come, get the stance.
For 3. He was all over him. Conley into the front court. Leads a bucket. Has a look. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Whistle stops play. Timeout here for Atlanta as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Jay, it wasn't that long ago. Atlanta won 60 games. Right now, what's the outlook for this franchise?
Well, the general manager, Travis Schlenk, has done a really good job in trying to build the culture, the right culture for the Atlanta Hawks. And that starts with their head coach in Lloyd Pierce. He got him as an assistant coach with the Philadelphia 76ers. And now he can also steal that tagline for the Hawks. It's time to trust the process all over again, but now in Atlanta, Georgia.
Conley picked up by Gorgui Dieng. The Jazz with 4 on the shot clock. Has a chance. Off the mark. Well contested. Flushes it home.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Conley to Gobert. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Substitutions, Utah.
Five to shoot for Utah. To Rudy Gay. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Rudy Gay, tough shot there. No good. Hawks with the basketball. To Kevin Huerter. Hassan Whiteside with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Mitchell with it up top. He'll run the offense. To Rudy Gay. Goes to the right side. The Jazz with 4 on the shot clock. Mitchell. That's off the side of the rim. No good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Hey, switch, I got him.
To Rudy Gay. And abuses the rim with the big finish.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Fires the three. He engulfed him that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Williams across the timeline. Down 6. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Here's Atlanta with the basketball. To Williams.
You got the screen right, screen right, screen right.
Sizing up the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. He scores on the step back. Jay, how did he get free?
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
The Hawks will use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes.
Number 50, Mike Conley. Into the game for the Hawks. Number 11.
Trae Young to Williams. 5 to shoot for Atlanta. Here's a chance from long range. Herter can't connect that time. Conley into the front court. It's an 8-point lead. To Rudy Gay. Screen coming. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. And the two. Rudy Gobert cashes in.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Trae Young to Kevin Herter. Here comes the screen. To Trae Young. Trying to cash in. Williams' shot won't go. To Conley. Rudy Gay. Rudy Gobert. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Williams to Trae Young. Screen coming. To Kevin Herter. Has a look. Deep two there. Won't go. Rudy Gay to Conley. Gets to the basket and scores.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Trae Young. To Williams. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. From long range, Trae Young bothered just enough there.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a
The
decoy
NBA season
and
9
get some teammates involved with your
2021
passing.
Game 9 matchup will be coming up next. Houston
Gay.
Rockets 1-6, Phoenix
To
Suns
Conley.
3-3.
And he hits.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Kevin Herter. Oh, not a good pass there as it's stolen by Utah.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
And see, this is simple. This is where the PG pulls the bigs over to the side and says, we can't allow that to happen. You need to be an enforcer down low.
The NBA season 9 2021 Game 9 matchup will be coming up next. Oklahoma City Thunder 1-6, Los Angeles Lakers 5-3.
Down low Collins. Rudy Gobert able to recover with the block. It's Jazz ball. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
Corner three at the ball. It's good. And it gets them closer as we reach the end of the first half. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. The Jazz certainly didn't have a problem putting up points in the opening half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Utah Jazz. The Hawks have got themselves in a bad situation that seems likely to only get worse. At this point, it's all about pride and mental toughness. A comeback is not impossible, but it's also not likely. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Atlanta Hawks.
Game track. Blocks.
The Utah Jazz came to play today, and the opposition knows it. All these blocks are more than just rejections. They're statements.
Player of the half.
Mike Conley did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.
Who was gold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Hawks have it.
I got ball. Here we go. My ball.
Trae Young to Williams. The Hawks with 4 to shoot.
The NBA Season 9 2021 Game 9 matchup will be coming up next. San Antonio Spurs 2-6, Orlando Magic 2-7.
Keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Conley to Whiteside. Hassan Whiteside. 4 out of 7.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
And he buries it.
Not always the first option, but his number was definitely called on that one.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. His guys holding the big lead. Jay, 48 wins for Utah last year. Good for 5th in the West. What's the forecast now?
I know Jazz fans may hate me on this one, but they'll be 5th or worse. And the reason why I'm saying this is that every team above them has 2 superstars or more. Who is going to be that second superstar to go along with Donovan Mitchell is a big-time question for Quinn Snyder.
Trae Young to Williams. To Trae Young. Well defended, shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot. Whoa! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay. Rudy Gay, that's out of bounds. Last touch by the Jazz. It's the Hawks with the basketball. Trae Young to Capella. Williams to Capella. 5 to shoot for Atlanta. Short jumper off the mark. Conley into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Rudy Gay. The screen sets him up for 2.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Williams to Trae Young. To Kevin Huerter. Down low, Capella. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Conley into the front court. He'll run the offense. Mitchell, Capella's on him. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
The true measure of Rudy Gobert comes on the defensive end. He was all-NBA defensive first team and was tied for the lowest opponent field goal percentage at 43%. You ain't getting by that.
To Williams.
Oh, no, he can't guard you out there.
The Hawks with 4 to shoot to Trae Young. Fires the 3. Trae Young able to knock it down. Tough shot with the hand in his face.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested 3 goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Conley. To Rudy Gay. 5 to shoot. Conley. Not easy.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
It's Atlanta ball. Surveys the floor. Trae Young gets it down to Capella. And the rebound taken down by the Jazz. Across the timeline, it's Conley. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. Conley matched up with Capella. Nothing going here on that drive. Conley to Rudy Gay. A lot of contact. No whistle. To Trae Young.
I got him.
Williams to Trae Young.
Hey, double screen.
Capella down low. Another chance. Hassan Whiteside pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Utah's got it. And count the basket.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Number 5, Courtney J. Entering the game for the Jazz. Number 2.
Conley to Joe Ingles. Add 2 points to the board.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Trae Young. Ball's loose. Look at him on the deck. Rudy Gay slams it down.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Beyond the arc for three. Great defense, forcing the miss. Gets a look, can't hit. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
I don't think these kind of shots are tough for Trae Young. You see, he's always been the smallest guy on the court, so he's had to finish through the trees. He's a lot tougher than he gets credit for.
Here comes the screen. Mitchell, guarded by Jang. To Rudy Gay. 4-3. Rudy Gay, tough shot there. No good. Trae Young to Williams.
Come on, you gotta work around the screen. You're killing me.
To Kevin Huerter. Five to shoot for Atlanta. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Textbook defense. Utah ball to Joe Ingles. Curling inside. Gobert to Joe Ingles. Gorgie Jang sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
And a nice finish at the rim.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
To Conley. Here comes the screen. Conley matched up with Jang. Deep two there, won't go. Oh, working hard there, collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Here comes the screen. To Trae Young. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. And he buries it.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Substitutions.
Clarkson to Joe Ingles. Dishes in for two.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Here's Atlanta. To Trae Young. For three. Trae Young bothered just enough there.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Clarkson to Allen and takes it away.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Clarkson to Allen. Rudy Gobert. He's now 5 for 6.
We're watching the clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Trae Young. Has a chance. That's usually one that he'll knock down. Clarkson. Here comes the screen. Clarkson to Gobert. Gorgie Jang snatching it out of the air.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Clarkson to Joe Ingles. Here comes the screen. Ingles matched up with Jang. To Allen. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Can't get the bounce. Trae Young. Fires the three, buries it.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
3 quarters down. A nice advantage so far for the Jazz. It's Utah basketball as we begin the 4th quarter, and they have done no wrong to this point. They have this game well in control.
They took control early, and they never let up. The scary thing about this team, if they keep their foot on the gas and then throttle it down, they can win this game by 50.
And a putback slam.
Oof, really showing no mercy here. This one is out of hand, and the offense is still pouring it on.
Here's a chance from long range, smothering D.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Grayson Allen to Clarkson. Grayson Allen to Clarkson. From long range, count it, three-pointer is good.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Screen coming.
Screen, I got your help.
Short jumper off the mark. Joe Ingles to Clarkson. Unbothered smothered by the defense as he drills it.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Clarkson with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. To Whiteside. Not that time. It was right there. Clarkson with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Joe Ingles. To Clarkson. Trying to cash in. Slams it home on the putback. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Here comes the screen. Clarkson with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Off the assist.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Here comes the screen. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Has a look. Gets a shot up off the mark. That pass stolen by the Hawks.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
To Trae Young. Finger roll, finishing with finesse.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Clarkson. To Whiteside. Clint Capella swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Trae Young. Fine to shoot for Atlanta. Wide open look, won't go. Clarkson with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. Mitchell to the basket, but he can't get it to go. To Trae Young. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Substitutions, Utah.
Conley to Rudy Gay.
Hey, screen, screen, screen.
A lot of contact, no whistle. Hawks with the basketball to Trae Young.
Hey, watch the screen left.
Down for Collins. Oh, I thought that was a dunk. Easy.
Not too many times you see a poster for the defender, but that was brilliant.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Offensive board. Rudy Gobert sends it away. Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. To Whiteside. Rudy Gay to Whiteside. Shot from in close, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Williams to Trae Young. Lets it fly from long range. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. And scores. Strong take.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Williams into the front court. Down a bundle. To Trae Young. To Williams. Fires the three. Can't go down. Smothering defense. To Rudy Gay. Now a steal by Atlanta. Williams. Down low Collins. Hassan Whiteside. Huge block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Conley. To Whiteside. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Trae Young. To Gobert. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it. Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. Down for Collins. Rudy Gobert rejects it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Conley. Gobert. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
To Trae Young. Here comes the screen. Trae Young. They work it to Capella. Down low. Clint Capella. Not looking pretty. 3 for 10. Jazz will take a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. New blood coming in for both sides.
Entering the game for Utah, number 24.
Conley to Whiteside. Conley to Whiteside. From the painted area, won't go down.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go up.
Blocked away.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Time to shuffle things up. Jazz pick it up. Conley. Terrific vision. Beyond the arc for three. Buries the three. He's too good to leave that open.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the three.
Williams. Shot from the lane won't go. To Allen. The shot almost.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. Five to shoot for Atlanta to Williams. 4-3. Trae Young bothered just enough there.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Mitchell against Clint Capella. To Rudy Gay. Baseline drive. Short jumper won't go down. Williams across the timeline. His guys down big. To Capella. Jazz have it.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Has a chance. Mitchell's shot comes up empty. Here comes the screen. The drive, right to the basket. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Kevin Huerter at the line. Nope, first one does not go. Knocks down the second after missing the first. It's the Jazz who come away with the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Jazz could not have been more dominant in this game. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. Check out the leading scores for the Utah Jazz. The Hawks lost this game long before the final buzzer. Losses like this become main discussion topics in the media. So hopefully this team is ready to answer the tough questions. It's not going to be fun. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Atlanta Hawks.
Game track. Assists.
The Utah Jazz played fantastic team basketball today. Ball movement is clearly what separated these two squads.
Player of the game.
Gobert was just amazing in this game. What other word could you use for someone that played the kind of defense that shut down an entire team? Yeah, exactly. Amazing.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.